The sun is about to set behind the mountains of Judea, colouring sky and slopes with a deep red, when the rich merchant, who has stopped to let the caravan pass, says to Jesus, "We must reach the village before night, but many of your people look tired. This is a long, hard leg. Let them mount the spare mules. They are quiet animals. In any case, they will be resting all night, and the weight of a woman is no burden to them." Jesus agrees, and the man orders the caravan to stop, to let the women mount the mules. Jesus makes John of Endor get on horseback as well. Just a pause there. At this stage, John's illness will be evident, so Jesus wants to make it easier for him. And you'll have met John of Endor in previous visions that I've recited. And those on foot, including Jesus, hold the reins to make the women feel safer. Marjan wants to be a man, and although he is exhausted, he refuses to go on horseback with anyone, and he takes one of the reins of the Blessed Virgin's mule, who is thus between Jesus and the boy, and he walks bravely. The merchant has remained near Jesus, and he says to Mary, "See that village, Donna? That is Ramoth. We will stop there. I am well known at the hotel, because I come this way twice a year, and I go along the coast also twice a year to purchase and sell. My life is a hard one, but I have 12 children, and they are all young. I got married late. The last one was 9 days old when I left him, and he will have cut his first teeth when I see him." "A lovely family," comments Mary, and she adds, "May heaven preserve it for you." As a matter of fact, I cannot complain of its help, though I do not really deserve it. Jesus asks him, "Are you at least a proselyte?" "I should be. My ancestors were true Israelites. Then we became acclimatized there." A soul becomes acclimatized in one atmosphere only, in heavens. You are right, but you know, my great-grandfather married a woman who was not an Israelite. His children became less faithful. The sons of his children once again married women who were not from Israel, and their children were respectful only of their Jewish names, because we are of Jewish extraction. Now I, a grandson of grandsons, I am nothing. Being in touch with everybody, I've taken after everyone, with the result that I belong to no one. A short pause, just to note that the Catholic Church has always discouraged mixed marriages, that is, between Catholics and non-Catholics, because there's a fear, a very well-grounded fear, from experience, if nothing else, that the children of such unions will grow up indifferent to not just the true religion, Catholicism, but all religion. The Catholic Church does acknowledge, though, however, that mixed marriages will occur because that's the human heart, but it requires that the non-Catholic spouse agrees to the children of the union being raised as Catholics. I really don't know in practice how much this is insisted upon anymore. After all, many Catholics no longer have any kind of, officially speaking, of course, in the clergy, one might find numerous priests who really don't think it's that important to be Catholic. And in fact, Pope Francis said, I think it was the 13th of September 2024, all religions are pathways to God. And so it really wouldn't matter, would it, if a Catholic and a non-Catholic were marrying, and there'd be no need for any child of that union to be raised as a Catholic, since whatever they were raised as will be a path to God. Here, this partially Jewish merchant, who has no faith at all, as he says, he's taken after everyone and he belongs to no one. He is a perfect example of why mixed marriages are very unwise from an eternal viewpoint. There's nothing more important than the soul of a person, and there's nothing more sacred than the duty of adults to raise their offspring so that their souls may gain heaven. And if their souls are not raised in the Catholic faith, then their chances of gaining heaven, there's no certainty of it, we're not Protestants, we don't have a guarantee of salvation, but their chances of gaining heaven, if they're not raised in the Catholic faith, are gravely diminished as compared to had they been raised in the Catholic faith. Still, the error that the Catholic spouse makes can be redeemed. The younger the children are, the better, by becoming fervent in his or her faith and being especially insistent on raising the kids in the Catholic faith. And even if their kids are grown up, the spouse who's Catholic adhering firmly to the Catholic faith as an example to those now adult children. So no position cannot be redeemed. No battle is ever lost in Catholicism. That is, unless the Catholic raises the white flag, him or herself. But that would be very unwise, since the enemy of Catholicism is the enemy of the human race, and he does not abide by the Geneva Conventions